The grounds of human rights violations are all defined in each instance by the relevant statute of the jurisdiction. By and large, they're the same with some minor anomalies. Typically, the statute always forbids adverse treatment due to religion, race, gender, age, marital, I can say it, or family status, disability. Some say specifically pregnancy. Ontario includes a criminal offense for which a pardon has been granted. BC includes political belief. Alberta and other jurisdictions include source of income, which basically means you can't refuse to hire someone or give them accommodation due to the fact they're on welfare or government sources of relief. In addition, all these grounds include the perception of the ground. So if someone is terminated because the employer believed them to be gay, but in fact they were not, it's still a violation of the Human Rights Code. Gender includes any variation of gender, and it also includes dead naming. So if an individual prefers to be called by different pronouns, then the employer must accommodate that preference, otherwise there'll be a violation of the code. All these grounds show the distinction between direct discrimination, that is overt. You can always understand why someone is sexually harassed. It's direct conduct, it's intentional. But many of the other grounds are subtle. No one is going to tell someone they're being fired because they're Jewish or because they're black or they're female, whatever. And so for that reason, the human rights cases have a much greater difference in the burden of proof than civil cases. This is explored in a previous video. And generally speaking, all the employee has to show is that the reason for the adverse action was an influenced by a human rights violation, not caused. So there could be 5 other factors, but there was an influence that the person was adversely treated because of their age or whatever the ground of discrimination is. This also on the issue of disability brings into the question of accommodation. In fact, they all bring into the question of accommodation, which I'll explore later. Disability perhaps more emphatically. So those are the grounds of human rights violations. Be careful and be smart.